Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm sharing with you all a very flavorful African rice dish, and this one is for rice jollof. So if you'd like to see how to make this amazing dish, keep watching. Okay guys, to start off this recipe we have to create a spicy tomato base. So here I have my blender, and to my blender I'm going to go in with some freshly chopped tomatoes. In goes some fresh chopped garlic, some chopped red peppers, sweet peppers. I'm going to go in with one scallion, or scythe as we call it in Trinidad, chopped. In goes one habanero or scotch bonnet pepper and 2 pimento peppers. I'm going to add in some water. This is going to help process this because we need to blend this into a very thin paste. So I'm going to blend this off camera. Once you have it blended, you want to go ahead and set this aside. So now let's move on to the next part of this recipe. Okay, in a heavy bottom pot, we're going to start by adding in some oil. Use any light flavored oil you like. And to that oil, I'm also going to go in with some chili infused coconut oil from CJ Limited. This you can find it on Amazon and it's available in Trinidad. Because this is a type of a spicy rice dish, hence the reason why I'm using this oil. Now I'm going to go in with my chopped onions. And we're going to allow this to saute in here until the onions are light brown in color. Okay, once your onions start to turn that really nice golden color, go in with some tomato paste. Now what you want to do is go ahead and start mixing that. You want to wake up that tomato paste, so let it fry in there for a couple of minutes. Okay, after this has been frying up for about a minute or two, we're going to go in and add that pureed tomato mixture. Okay, now it's time to season our sauce. So to add some additional jollof flavor, I'm going to go in with this jollof rice seasoning, and I got this at Futong. You can also find it at Publix and Walmart, and it's a combination of spices. You'll see pepper flakes, you'll see parsley. Let me read what's on it so you guys will know. There's salt, dehydrated garlic, onions and spices, and paprika. So I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of this to my mixture, and I'm also going in with some dried thyme. You guys know I cook with this a lot because it does enhance the flavor of your food. And we're gonna go ahead and give this a mix. Okay, after you've mixed in all of those dried spices, taste it. If you need salt, you go in now with some salt. Remember, we still have to put rice in here, so you will need that extra salt to help flavor the rice. Okay, so the last ingredient that goes in are some bay leaves. And we're going to mix that in, and we're going to allow this to cook here for about 15 minutes. We want it to start to thicken up. We want it to reduce and get a really rich red color. That red color is what the rice is known for. So just let this cook down here, and then we'll move on. You can cover the pot if you wanted to, but make sure your heat is on a low because this can tend to splatter while cooking. Okay guys, it's been 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and check on this. Wow, it's reduced really beautifully. Reducing it intensifies the flavor and the color of the sauce, and it's not sticking, which is perfect. It smells really amazing. So now what we have to do is we need to add in our washed parboiled rice. If you wanted to use white rice, of course you can. Take it into consideration, white rice will finish faster than parboiled rice. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in the washed rice. To this, I'm going to add in some chicken bouillon powder. And we want to mix that in. Make sure always taste. You don't want this to be too salty. As the rice cooks, it's going to absorb that sauce, and it's not going to be really salty. But just keep in mind, do not add too much or big amounts of salt. Now I'm gonna go in with some water. You see, it's not a ton of water. So my advice to you guys is, if you didn't want to use water, you omit the bouillon powder and you can use chicken stock in place. So this is how you would want the rice to look. So look at the consistency. There's not a ton of water in here. It still has that really rich red color. And what we're going to do now is we're going to cover this on a medium-low heat, and the rice is going to cook and it's going to start to plump up. And we'll go in ever so often, like every 15 minutes, check on it and give it a mix and make sure it's not sticking to the bottom. So let's replace the cover and allow this to do its thing. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and check on our rice. Looking really well. Now we're gonna go ahead and give it a mix. And it is starting to stick on the bottom. That's why I said every 15 minutes you want to check it, because you don't want it to start to burn. Right, so once you give that a good mix and you scrape up the bits from the bottom, go ahead and allow it to cook for another 15 minutes covered. Okay, it's been another 15 minutes, so that's 30 minutes in total. And I don't know if I mentioned, but when you're picking up your lid, let that water, that steam drop back into the rice. Steam is what's cooking this dish, so you need all of that to remain in there. So now we're going to go ahead and mix. It's not sticking that much at the bottom anymore. But look at that beautiful color the rice has. That's the jollof rice color. So once you've mixed it properly, go ahead and level it out again and allow it to continue to cook. And make sure and cover it back. So we're gonna let it go another 15 minutes again, because the rice grains still look hard. Okay, let's go ahead and check on the rice again. That's been another 15 minutes. Oh wow, looks greeny. Okay, so I'm gonna taste this and I'm gonna check the grains to make sure it's cooked. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this covered for 5 more minutes, after which it's gonna be perfect. 50 minutes in all. So cover back. 5 more minutes. The salt is perfect, the seasonings are balanced. This just needs that 5 minutes and then it's done. Okay, the 5 minutes is up. Take off the stove and just gonna check it. This time I'm gonna use a fork to go in, and look how perfect. So you just want to fluff up your rice and then your rice will be ready to be served. Look at those grains, how perfect. And you see that beautiful jollof color? Amazing. So guys, here you have it, my recipe for jollof rice. This is just my take on this popular African rice dish. Different regions in Africa make it totally different, so I wanted to put my spin on this. So if you guys try this, comment down below and let me know. It would go great with some stew chicken, some baked chicken, even jerk chicken, anything on the grill like grilled fish, salmon, really great. The rice is packed with tons of flavor, so you don't need to have a side that is also packed or really rich. So some grilled veggies would go really great on this also. So if you guys enjoyed this recipe, comment down below, let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe guys.